Hey traders, Mixer here. Welcome to my live trader psychology live stream series where I help you with the mental side of trading. All right, thanks for everyone for joining me this morning. Today we are going to talk about how money can affect traders, or how money affects traders in terms of you making trading decisions, in terms of you being able to trade effectively. It can be good and it can be detrimental to your trading. So I'm going to go through some things, share with you some of my experiences in terms of how money can positively or negatively affect your trading. All right, so let's get started. All right, so just a normal disclaimer. Again, make sure you consult your financial advisor before making any financial decisions. All right, so let's get straight to it. All right, so what I want to talk about is money is a big influencer in terms of in your trading life, right? Or just in life in general, where money has a value towards you being able to live comfortably, be able to pay for your monthly expenses, and help you build your net worth. Well, what I'm going to talk about is how money affects you in terms of your trading. And in the best example is if you were to think back to when you were trading a demo account, okay, fake money account, versus you trading a live real money account, how did that affect you? And obviously, the money associated or the capital in your trading account, when it's fake money, you tend to be a little bit more relaxed, maybe a little bit more risk adverse. But when you trade your live money account, you tend to be a little bit more conservative or tend to be a little bit nervous when you are trading that account. And why is that? Obviously, the biggest reason is when you trade a live account, when you lose, you actually lose real money. And that's the biggest thing. So I've had so many students, who I've worked with. I train them, and then I say, okay, well, test out your strategies using a demo account first, right? Because you don't want to trade scared. You don't want to make poor trading decisions. So when they're trading a demo account, they're very profitable. They say, this is easy. This is it doesn't affect them. They're able to follow the things or follow the strategies that I've taught them. And when they are ready, that they prove themselves that the strategy works, then they trade a live account, and perhaps a couple of things happens. One is they're trading a little bit more cautiously. They're trading smaller amounts. They take profits earlier. They essentially are a lot scared in terms of when they're trading a live account. And that's where money affects their trading decisions, right? They're supposed to be trading the same way in terms of demo account versus a live account, but because of the effect of potentially losing money, it affects their trading decisions. So obviously the best answer or the best way to deal with this, obviously, treat your demo account as real money. But you can't really, you can try to trick your brain into thinking that. And I always say to my students is, when you're trading a demo account, would you make the same trading decisions when you are trading a demo account? Are you going to be trading the same size? Like if you were trading a demo account and you're risking, let's just say $1,000, will you be risking $1,000 on each trade in a live account? If your answer is no, then you should trade accordingly, right? If you are comfortable losing only $100 in your live account, well, that's what you should be trading on your demo account. So don't trade differently in terms of strategy, in terms of positions, in terms of cutting your losses. Treat your demo account like trading a live account, right? So that when you transition from a demo to a live, it should be the same. Now, if you're not able to trick yourself and treat the demo account as a live account, what I always say to my students is trade smaller then. Like, don't trade a demo account, but trade smaller on a live account. So then that way, when you lose, it actually affects you. Now, mind you, if you are testing out in the beginning, maybe when you're used to, let's just say, risking $100 per trade, on a live account, risk $10. Okay, risk 1/10 of it. That way, you have some skin in the game, and it actually affects your trading decisions. Or the other thing is just play smaller in the beginning, and then as you increase your comfort level, as you build more profits, then you increase your size. Okay, but that's a factor why money affects your trading, because a demo account should be treated the same as a live account. The other thing that I always see is when you trade a live account, you exit your profits way too early, versus you trading an account where you maximize your profits, right? So the saying is that you should let your profits ride. But when we trade a live account, when we see a profit, we take it right away, even though it hasn't reached our target price yet. And why is that? Because a couple of reasons is maybe you had some losing streaks. Now you made enough money to cover all your losses. You take it, right? Number two is you haven't been having any success, and now you see a profit, you take it right away because you fear that the profit will suddenly become a loss. So again, that's money affecting your trading decision, because in reality, you don't know. Obviously, you don't know how much profit you will make, but when you're not doing well, you tend to take your profits a lot earlier. And think back, and again, I have some students before where same scenario, they haven't been having success, losing trade, and then suddenly a profit, maybe not even a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, 1-to-1, they take it because they said, finally, I stopped my losing streak. I have some winners, but ends up being that 1-to-1 risk reward winner becomes at least a 3-to-1 or 5-to-1, right? That they would actually cover all their losses. So again, the money aspect of losing, now having a profit, affects your trading decisions. Versus a scenario, I'll give you another scenario where you've been making money. And again, I have some students who've been very successful. They've been making money, and then they don't tend to take their profits a lot earlier because they've been winning, right? They say, oh, you know what? I've been winning on the winning streak. Why would I want to take a quick profit? I want to maximize it, right? So again, different mentality in that when you're on a winning streak, you tend to hold on to your winning positions. But when you're on a losing streak, you tend to cut your winners way too early. And again, money affects your trading decisions, which it shouldn't. Okay. Next thing, and again, I see this very frequent, where has a experienced professional trader or smart trader, I always say, cut your losers. Right? When the trade's not winning or working in your favor, take the loss, right? Versus a scenario where you keep holding on to your losers, and that losing position becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. And again, I want to repeat this thing. You don't want, the reason why you hold on to your losers because you don't want to lose money. If you don't sell, you don't lose, right? It's only an unrealized loss. It's not a realized loss. So money affects you, your trading decisions. Even though the trade's not working in your favor, you look at the charts, you look at the market sentiment. Let's just say, for example, right now, market's very weak. You're holding on to long positions. You know it broke through all the technical levels, fundamentals is terrible, but you still keep holding it because you don't want to lose money. And again, the money aspect, the fact that you don't want to lose money, is affecting your trading decisions. Okay? So I want to, obviously I talked a lot about the positive and the negative side of money affecting you in terms of your trading decisions. What I want to do is talk about both the positive that you can improve and the negative that you can eliminate. Okay, because money, and I said here, money is a big motivator for you. Okay, why'd you get into trading? Because you've seen other successful traders, and I profile a lot of successful traders. You want to make a lot of money, or you want to make trading your replacement income, or you want to grow your net worth, or you want to build a side income, for example, right? So money is motivating you to learn trading, or money is motivating you to attend this live stream right now while I'm talking, right? So it's a positive motivator, and also it's a motivator for you to learn more about trading, develop your trading skills, be good as a trader, develop develop good trader mindset, risk management, everything that can help you become a trader. Because the money that you can potentially make if you're a good trader can be unlimited, right? There's unlimited potential and profits for you. So it's a big motivator. So it's a positive, right? And also, like, I've worked with many students who maybe in the beginning are not having success, but they keep focusing not on the money. And the same thing, I'll talk about myself, where 3 years I was not having success. Okay, early on in my trading career, for 3 straight years, I was not having any success, or very little success, up and down, up and down. But money was a big motivator for me at that time. So I kept trying, I kept practicing. It kept me in the game. I didn't make much, I didn't lose much, right? In during that 3-year period of time, but it kept me motivated to improve my skills, and to a point where I finally, had success. Okay, so money is a big motivator for trading. And I talked about financial freedom. If you have great skills, a really good mindset, excellent risk management, excellent trading skills, develop certain strategies, found certain market environments that fit your trading style, you can hit the home run, right? I've profiled lots of successful traders. You can do that. I'm not saying that everyone can make that huge success, but I'm saying that there's no limit to your potential. You can, versus you working at a job. There's no way for you to make millions unless you have stock in the company or stock options, those type of things. But with trading, there is unlimited. It can provide you with financial freedom. It could change your life. So money is a big motivator, right, for you, most importantly, to improve your trading skills. Now, the other aspect, the bad aspect in terms of money affecting your trading, and again, I've seen this so much, seen a lot of traders, they look at their P&L while they're trading. Okay, let's just say you're day trading. You're looking at your P&L, you're watching, oh, wow, I'm making 100, 200, 300. Oh, they're making a decision based on how much money they're making, right, on that trade. So let's just say they put on a trade. If the trade works out, they'll make $1,000. But they'll see their P&L go from 100, 200, 300, and then suddenly it goes back down to 200, and then it goes back to 100. And then just thinking to themselves, you know what? I'm not going to let this trade, turn into a break-even trade, or turn into a losing trade. I'm just going to take that profit right now, like $100. But then the stock rebounds, okay, and it actually ends up making $1,000 profit. It hits your target price. So when you focus too much on the money, it affects your trading decisions. You're not trading based on the charts, based on the price action, based on the markets. You're trading based on the profits that you're making. So that has a negative impact. Or, for example, you get into a trade you're supposed to only lose, let's just say, $200 on one trade, or let's just say, yeah, $200. You see it suddenly reached 200, you should get out. But again, you don't want to take that loss, $200. So you say, oh, it'll rebound. Suddenly it becomes 300. And you say, definitely not taking right now, because I said to myself, I'm only going to lose 200. Now it's 300. Now it's 500. Now it's 1,000. Oh, it's too late. Now it's then suddenly, you wipe out your account, right? So you're not making decisions based on the trading. You're making a decision based on your profit and or your loss. So that's why money affects your trading, because you're focusing on the profit, the P&L. You should be focusing on the charts. You should be focusing on the price action. You should be focusing on the trade itself rather than focus on the money. Last thing, money obviously I've gone through many live streams with you talking about trading psychology. Money does have a huge emotional impact on your trading or on you itself. We talked about many different emotions, right? We talk about fear of trading, right? I talked about this in live streams. I talked about greed, right? Being too greedy and not taking profits when they are there. I talked about revenge trading, right? Talk about trying to make money back and trying to gamble, right? All these emotions that affect your trading. And all these emotions is because of your attachment to money. Okay? Money has an emotional impact on you in terms of it affecting you, and you're not making logical decisions based on that. And this is why it's a huge barrier for you to have trading success if you don't trade logically. And again, I've talked a lot about we can't just be not emotional in terms of trading, because we're humans, right? We have emotions, right? We feel sad, we feel happy, but it's to maintain not too many highs, not too many lows in your emotional state. And that's why when you attach something, when you make a profit, you don't attach the value of you making X amount to a certain purchase or certain happiness. Or when you lose money, you don't attach a certain value that you lost, right? In terms of, I lost a month's salary, or I lost a car, or example, right? Trading is a game where you make money and you lose money. And at the end of the day, and I said this many times, and this is my number one focus, is always about risk. Okay? It's always about protecting yourself first. Okay? Protecting your capital. And then that way, if you can protect your capital, you can think a lot clearer, okay, in terms of your mind. So that's where a lot of things where money does have a major impact in terms of you being able to make logical trading decisions. It can definitely, like I said, motivate you. Like you want to keep improving. Like if there's not this unlimited earning potential, you may not be interested in trading, right? Because money is a big motivator for you to become a trader, not just the financial freedom, like the ability to work anywhere in the world and work without whatever hours, right? A big part is the amount of profits and amount of money that you can generate through trading, because it is unlimited. But you got to mix in the aspects where trading is the money aspect will affect your trading, and you want to not just eliminate it, because it's very hard to, but just be aware that you have certain emotions attached to money, and that not let that affect you in your trading. Because if you can kind of master that and not let the money affect you in your trading decisions, you'll be able to logically think very, very clearly. And that's why I talked about the demo account, because there is no, if you win or lose, it doesn't affect you. When you, like I've had students where they made over $1 million in their demo account. Okay, they went big in, and they traded even properly, not just very, very just trading big positions for no reason, but they saw certain opportunities, they traded big, and they actually made $1 million in their demo account. And they said, "Wow, I have this ability." I said, "Yeah," but then when they transition to a live account, they can't trade the same size. Okay, even though the capital in their live account, they're willing to lose it. Okay, they're willing to risk this. Okay, this is risk capital, but they can't trade the same because the money, again, affects them in terms of their trading decisions. And again, if you are able, and that's why some traders out there can really separate the money aspect from their trading decisions, and then after the trade is over, and then again, I've interviewed many successful traders and also profiled them, and also I've had a lot of successful students where I asked them, were you thinking about this profits when you were making all these $1 million, or even six figures, right? And then they said, no, not really. I was just trading the markets. And then it only hits them afterwards. They said, wow, I actually was trading this amount and I was not emotional at all. I wasn't really thinking of that. So I want to help you guys get to that next level where money can positively influence you or not negatively influence you in terms of your trading decisions and achieve huge trading success. All right, guys, that's my rant for today. So I'm just going to go to the question box. So if you guys have any questions about what I discussed today, please type them in the question box, and I hope you guys found a lot of value. All right, Pakistan futures. Yep. Hello, how are you? Yeah, doing great. Good morning, XX. All right. Pakistan futures says, I always make mistakes because of psychology. How can we become disciplined? I talked about this in previous live streams. You can definitely watch that. But again, in terms of discipline, if you kind of think about this in terms of your own life. For example, you want to lose weight. Okay, I talk about this example. You want to lose weight. You got to be disciplined in terms of your calorie intake. You got discipline in terms of what you eat. You want to eat, not high foods with high sugar content, or food that will make you gain weight, or go to or eat a lot of food or consume a lot of food. You have to be disciplined. And if you don't become disciplined, then you won't lose weight, right? Or you exercise, right? That aspect, right? To have a disciplined style. And again, if you were to take a look at certain things that you need to be disciplined in your own personal life, just apply it to your own life. Apply those things that you are disciplined in your own life to trading, right? Like discipline is, I said some rules where you cut your losers quickly. If it's not working, you sell quickly, take the loss. When you make a profit, you keep holding on to it until to try to maximize it. Or, certain things where you have to be disciplined in trading with the trend. If the market's going down, do not buy. Short the market. If the market is going up, buy. Right? Discipline in terms of, things that are making you money, certain strategy, certain style. Keep doing that. When things change, okay, you have to adjust, or if you don't adjust, then don't trade. Right? Or discipline, if you're a day trader, and if you wake up early like me here on the West Coast, you gotta wake up early. You gotta be disciplined. You can't just wake up, late and then expect to just wake up, turn on your computer, and start, pressing buttons and start trading, right? You gotta prepare. You got preparation. You got to practice. You got to develop your skills, right? There's so many things that you can be disciplined about in trading. So think back to the things that you are trading, or sorry, in discipline in your life, and apply that to trading. Okay, yeah, Pakistan future says all things are logical, which you are discussing. Yes, so that's where, in terms of these live streams and these topics, everything I talk about makes sense, right? I'm not talking about anything that is out of the ordinary. I'm not talking about things that don't make sense. We all know, we all know that we should, cut our losers quickly. We know that we should let our profits ride. We know that we should be disciplined in our trading. We know that we should not overtrade. We know that we should have a strong risk management. We know that we should stick with the trend, right? We know all this, right? Or if you have experience, you know all this. But how come we sometimes don't do certain things that we do, right? It's just like, we shouldn't eat this food because it will make us gain weight, but we still eat it, right? Because we have this craving, we have this desire, and that boils back down to yourself, right? And that's why I always say in trading is one of the best professions in the world, because at the end of the day, it's not the markets that will make you money. It's not the knowledge that will make you. It's not just your strategy. It's not things that are out of your control that will make you money, that will give you trading success. It's you, okay? You have the ability. And that's why, if you have the skills, if you are able to have strong mindset, positive mindset, you have a discipline, you have a structure, you have all these things in place, and the market agrees with you, you have trading success. Okay? And it's all because of you. It's not because someone told you about some stock tips. Someone, the markets are moving in your favor, or it's not your broker. It's not your friend. It's not just me, right? It's you. It's you that will determine whether you have trading success or not. Okay, that's why I love the markets, because everything. It's not saying that everything is in my control. There's a lot of things that are out of my control, but I can control it. I can control what I do in the markets. And that's why, because trading, unless you do automated trading, and even if you do automated trading, you're not just relying heavily on the algo to make day trading decisions, but it'll definitely help you. But at the end of the day, you got to know when to turn on and turn off, right? When the algo's not working, you got to know when to turn off. Like, I run, a hugely successful algorithmic system, and sometimes it's not working. I got to pull the plug, right? So, one more question. So and again, if you guys have more questions, please type in the question box. Pakistan Studio says, "What is your profit taking strategy?" Okay, I'm not going to talk about that in these live streams. Talk about that in my Monday sessions. But I will kind of talk about one final thing is, when you are looking to take profits, instead of looking just purely at the markets, you got to have an idea. You got to have an idea, when are you going to take a profit? Is it at some technical level? Is it based on when the markets reverse? Or you got to know before you get into a trade, knowing when to take profit. And if there's not enough profit for you, you don't trade it, right? And how money doesn't, and that's why I said in the beginning, how money can affect you negatively in your trading is that if the profit is supposed to be $1,000 that you're targeting, but then once you reach $100, you take it instead of waiting until it reaches 1,000, right? That affects you in terms of your trading. So know that when you enter into a trade, you have no control how much you make. Okay, you can make millions on that trade. You could make $100. You could make $1. You can make $1,000. You have no control, right? You have no control. But what you have control is how much you are losing or how much you won't lose, right? Once the trade goes in your favor. So in terms of profit taking strategy, you got to know what is it that you're targeting, right? And then once it gets to that level, then you can decide, okay, should I take it at that point that I decided to take profits, or should I just let it ride, right? Keep maximizing because it's going in my favor. All right, guys. One more question. So for Gary, boredom is a big killer for me. I end up doing stupid trades. What's the answer? Okay. So trading is a profession where it can be boring because in some sense where all you're doing is repeating the same thing over and over, right? If a certain strategy is working, you keep doing the same thing. If a stock or a trading instrument that you're trading is working, you don't suddenly try to trade something else. You keep doing the same thing, right? Look for certain patterns, look for certain setups and all that stuff. So you keep repeating that's working. And in some sense, that's boring because you're just repeating the same thing. Well, making money to me is not boring, right? I'll do the same thing every single day if it keeps making me money, right? So think of it in that way where it's not just, and then while you keep, let's just say, doing the same thing that's making you money and you think that's boring, well, keep doing the same things, but add other skills to your trading toolbox or learn other things, right? And not necessarily telling you to change other things, right? But learn other things, right? To keep improving. And that's why I'm still, love trading after 23 years because there's always something new, right? I'm always trying to learn new things. And that's why one of the big motivators for me in terms of profiling successful traders, I want to know how to do it. And once I know how to do it, I'm going to share that with you so that you can, know what they're doing and maybe have the same success. The other thing in terms of trading, in terms of boring, is sometimes there's days where there's no opportunity, right? And you're just waiting. And yeah, that is boring. Sometimes, I just sit around, I don't do any trades, and then I say to myself, oh, I wasted a day. No, I didn't waste a day. I saved a day, right? So there's many things, if there's certain days that aren't working or there's certain days they're not moving, then you just shut off the computer, find a hobby, do certain things, spend more time with your family, spend time with friends, read more, watch more YouTube videos, and, do other things, right? So boring is, trading is not supposed to be exciting, okay? All the ads and thinking clicking buttons and all these screens and all that stuff that it's not supposed to be exciting. It's supposed to be a profitable business for you, or it's a profitable career for you. It's not supposed to be exciting. The exciting part is when you analyze, you do all your homework, do all your research, do all your analysis, you put on the trade, whether it's going to work or not. And when it does work, you say, pat your shoulder, good job, Mike. This is what you put all your hard work in, and it has resulted in a profit for you. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for attending today. So if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, okay, I am in the process of putting together something of an online training program for you guys. But for now, I love working with traders one-on-one because I feel that I have a really positive impact. If you want to apply to work with me, go to activetradersacademy.com. I am going to pay taking some time off from trading and also from YouTube. So there will not be any Trade with Mike live stream series on Monday. So tomorrow, I'll put a pause on that. And also next Sunday, there will not be a Trader Psychology live stream series because I will be away. So if you guys have any questions, again, please feel free to comment in any of the videos in the comment box. I usually do read through them. And again, I'm here to help you guys and hope that I will be along with you in terms of your trading journey. All right, guys, thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Take care.